Imagine relying on a robot to care for you in your golden years. It sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, but this future might be closer than you think. But here's where it gets controversial. Would you truly trust a machine to handle your most vulnerable moments? Let's dive into the world of robotic caregiving and explore whether it's a revolutionary solution or a step too far. In a nondescript lab in northwest London, three sleek, black robotic hands glide eerily across a workbench. These aren't the menacing claws of a sci-fi villain, they're designed with 4 fingers and a thumb, mimicking the human hand with remarkable precision. Rich Walker, the director of Shadow Robot, the company behind these creations, jokes, "We're not trying to build Terminator." With his laid-back appearance, he seems more like a modern-day hippie than a tech genius, yet his passion for creating robots that improve lives is undeniable. His vision: a general-purpose robot that can handle household chores, making daily life easier for everyone. And this is the part most people miss. Beyond convenience, Walker's team aims to tackle one of the UK's most pressing issues, the escalating crisis in social care. Last year, a report by Skills for Care revealed 131,000 vacancies for adult care workers in England. Meanwhile, Age UK estimates that around 2 million people aged 65 and over have unmet care needs. By 2050, 1 in 4 people in the UK will be 65 or older, placing even greater strain on an already overwhelmed system. Could robots be the answer? The UK government seems to think so. In 2019, they announced a £34 million investment in developing care robots, boldly stating that, within the next 20 years, autonomous systems like robots will become a normal part of our lives. But is this techno-solutionism truly feasible? And more importantly, would you entrust your elderly loved ones, or yourself, to a machine during your most vulnerable moments? Japan offers a glimpse into this potential future. A decade ago, the Japanese government began subsidizing robot manufacturers to develop care robots, driven by an aging population and a shortage of care home staff. Dr. James Wright, an AI specialist from Queen Mary University of London, spent 7 months studying their impact. He examined 3 types of robots: Hark, a sophisticated walking frame that assists with lifting patients; Poro, a sea-like robot designed to suit dementia patients; and Pepper, a humanoid robot that leads exercise classes. But here's the twist: despite the hype, Dr. Wright found that care workers were often more burdened than helped. The biggest issue was maintaining the robots, he explains. Cleaning, recharging, and troubleshooting took up valuable time. After a few weeks, care workers felt the robots were more trouble than they were worth. For instance, Hart constantly needed to be moved out of residents' way, Poro caused distress to one overly attached resident, and Pepper's high-pitched voice and short stature made it difficult for residents to follow its exercises. Prominder Caleb Solly, a professor at the University of Nottingham, is determined to bridge this gap. Through her network, Emergence, she connects robot makers with users and gathers feedback from the elderly themselves. The responses are varied. Some want voice-activated, non-threatening robots, while others prefer a cute design. But the most common request? Robots that can adapt to changing needs and maintain themselves. "We don't want to look after the robot, we want the robot to look after us," one participant remarked. In the UK, businesses like Caremark are already testing robots like Jenny, a voice-activated companion. One user with early-onset dementia enjoyed asking Jenny to play Glenn Miller songs, but reactions overall have been mixed. As director Michael Folks puts it, "It's like Marmite, some love it, others don't." He emphasizes that these devices aren't meant to replace human carers but to give them more time to provide quality care. Back in the lab, Shadow Robot's hand showcases impressive dexterity, smoothly touching its thumb and even solving a Rubik's Cube. Yet, it struggles with delicate tasks like using scissors. The precision required for such tasks is mind-blowing, says Walker. His team, along with 35 other firms, is part of the robot dexterity program, aiming to replicate human-like movements by studying animal grace and efficiency. Meanwhile, Gagi Kofod, a Danish entrepreneur, is developing artificial muscles for robots, inspired by personal experiences with dementia care. If we can build systems that ease fear and improve quality of life, it's incredibly motivating, he shares. But here's the controversial question: what does this mean for human carers? Dr. Wright warns that widespread robot adoption could lead to larger, standardized care homes where workers are paid minimally to service robots, rather than spending quality time with residents. Is this the future we want? He asks. On the other hand, experts like Gopal Ramchand, a professor of AI at the University of Southampton, argue that robots are inevitable. The demand for carers will be huge, he says. We need to develop regulations now to ensure robots work for us, not the other way around. So, what do you think? Are care robots a revolutionary solution or a risky gamble? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.